Hello everybody and welcome to a video on ConstructorCriticism.com. I'm Spencer, I'm host of Constructor Criticism and producer of Limited Time Only and Common Knowledge. This is Constructor Clash, a weekly video series with Mason Clark. So Mason is the technical producer of Constructor Criticism, and every week we're going to go to battle in a given format. And this week I'm going to be playing one of my favorite decks in Modern, and that's Green-Red Titanshift. But I'm not playing my Green-Red Titanshift list. Instead, I'm listening to the masses. So usually, I really hate the Explorer, Blood-Red Elf, Calling Hard Expedition versions of Scapeshift, and today I'm going to try kind of other people's ideas, right? So, if we look at my list, I have 3 Lightning Bolts, some Sweepers, and then I have 4 Blood-Red Elves, 4 Primeval Titans, and a ton of ramp. I wanted to make this deck as linear as possible without playing Prismatic Omens, and I think this deck does a really good job of getting there. It might have too many Scapeshift, I might want one less Scapeshift and some Hour of Promise, but we're going to try this out, see how this does against basically anything. I think that Mason is playing green-white, something he posts a poll every week about what he's going to play, which you can vote on the Constructive Criticism family. But let's go over my deck. So we have 14 mountains in 3 Cinder Glades, 6 mountains, 2 Shelter Thickets, and 3 Stomping Grounds. We have 6 fetch lands and 4 wooded foothills and 2 windswept heath. And then we have all 4 Valakutes and 3 forests. Our deck is as linear as possible, playing 3 Explorers, 2 Farseeks, 4 Secure Tribe Elders, 1 Wood Elves, and 4 Search Tomorrow, as well as 4 Blood-Red Elves, trying to get us even more ramp spells into our deck to cast Primeval Titan and Scapeshift as soon as possible. We have 4 Scapeshift, 4 Primeval Titans, and then the Sweepers and Removal Spells we just mentioned, as well as some Summoner's Pact to try and make our deck a little bit more threat dense. Our sideboard consists of 2 Ancient Grudge, 1 Anger of the Gods, 1 Crumble to Dust, 2 Relic of Progenitus, 4 Obstinate Baloth, 2 Tireless Tracker, 1 Nature's Claim, 1 Freshen Gust, and 1 Reclamation Sage, being another great Greenstone target out of our sideboard. So, with that being said, I'm really excited for this. Green-white decks are usually pretty 50-50, actually, against Scapeshift decks. They get to play Thalias, things like that, different types of cards. I want to talk about this deck really quick. I don't like this style of Scapeshift. I think Scapeshift is a control deck, and that when you build it this way, you actually are at a disadvantage. I am ready to be proven wrong. I am ready to be sold on the Blood-Red Elf, Explorer, Prismatic Omens, whatever version of Scapeshift that those people love. I'm ready to try something closer to this out. I've tried 4 Explorers, as well as Calling Hard Expedition, as well as Prismatic Omens. I haven't liked it in the past, but one of the things that I think that this video series can be good at is teaching me and Mason about, the things that we're wrong about. We can learn so much from just doing these videos in a way that we wouldn't typically do them. And for me, that's really important. I want to learn while I'm doing these videos, because part of Magic for me is challenging yourself. I could be wrong about Scapeshift. Maybe it is better as a linear deck than it is as a control deck. I personally win more when it's a control deck, and maybe that's my playstyle. And I might have to learn how to do this differently. And when you're playing as many ramp spells as this version is playing, when you consider Blood-Red Elf, it's a very different deck than what I'm used to. So I'm really excited about it. I hope that we do well against Mason today. That's it for the deck tech. The sideboard, we'll get into things probably during the matchup a little bit more, but the main deck is very linear. There's not a ton to talk about. We're excited to get started. So thank you everybody for watching. I will see you guys in just a sec with part 1 or part 2 of this series. I don't know what's happening, but we're gonna win. We're gonna go.